Today on All Things 80s, what toys were for sale once Star Wars died? Welcome back to All Things 80s. Now, as we all know, 1985 was the year that Star Wars toys from Kenner died. So I thought it would be interesting to take a look at the Argos catalogue from 1985 to see what toys replaced Star Wars. So without further ado, let's take a look and see what toys were popular in 1985. So here we are, Christmas shopping 1985, and starting with the electronic games. Um, Nothing I really remember, to be honest. Obviously we have Game & Watch with the dual screens, which was pretty cool. Computer battleships, I always fancied that but never got that. The BMX game, I don't know why, but that's something I never had, and it only cost, well, when I say only, $21.95. Quite a lot of money in 85 actually. That's could be argued it's a rather expensive toy. The sort of classic mechanical games, if you will. I always remember playing Perfection. I don't remember Space Attack, Mr. Pop, of course, and there's the infamous Trivial Pursuit, crossbows and catapults. Domino Rally looked like fun. But I guess you could kind of do your own toppling dominoes but without having to get this set. What's this? Kong Man? Don't remember that. But there's Test Match. We discussed that in the live stream recently. That was a great, great game. Hungry Hippos, of course. Crossfire, another fantastic game. And this is I Want to Bite Your Finger. Don't recall that at all. Cluedo, I loved playing that. Good game. And the TV Times quiz game was the crappy one that I got for Christmas. Probably that year, actually. Game of Life. Still see that for sale, actually. Operation was another good one. There's Ghost Castle and Pac-Man. So those were all pretty good games. Lego, of course, never ever died. Police Station, I like that set. The Space Lego, by this point, obviously I was no longer playing with Lego, but for me, this classic Space line is one of the greatest toy lines ever. We got some musical instruments, of course, chemistry set. I had that electronic set. That was reasonable fun. The Mr. Frosty that I never got to have. And there's some sort of rather boring looking desks and chalkboards and whatnot. Now we're getting somewhere. So starting on this side. What do we have? Streak racing. Yeah, I remember that, the glow-in-the-dark. I think by this point, glow-in-the-dark was very much an in vogue feature of toys back then. I don't remember Hot Wheels. That's funny because obviously Corgi and Matchbox are the vehicles that I'm familiar with. I don't ever remember seeing Hot Wheels as a kid, but there you go. Obviously they were here. Now, this is rather interesting. So here's a Speed Jumper set that I have, which is one of the greatest car toys I ever had as a kid, simply because this thing went so fast once it was activated. The walkie-talkies I had, did a video on those. Now this is interesting. This is the Night 2000 Super Stunt set, which is actually just a recasting of the Dukes of Hazzard Stunt Busters set. I didn't know that this existed. Very, very interesting. And this looks like a Stomper truck, number 17. Yeah, Monster Stomper, there you go. Interesting. Now, Masters of the Universe, still going strong in 85. And still for sale, there's the original He-Man and Skeletor, that's nice. And there's the sort of battle damaged ones, or battle armoured He-Man and Skeletor. How much was that costing? Gee, £6.95, what do you know? Castle Grayskull, number 9, £22.95. Absolute bargain. Incredible stuff. So there was still some Star Wars in 85, and it's not Power of the Force. We'll get to that in a moment. Galoob A-Team. In fact, Rainbow Toys. Interesting. I guess they were the UK's distributor. I don't know. Need to look into that, but There's the sort of 3 3/4 inch figures that were kind of so-so, but this is the good stuff. So number 3 was a 2-pack of BA and Face, and it was costing, wow, £4.95. So Star Wars still doing its thing, but obviously there's no figures for sale here. And these were, well, the Interceptor, I believe, was one of the last to come out on the Jedi line. Yeah, pretty sad to see no figures. But the famous Action Force Robo Skull, number 25, is costing £16.95. Fantastic. But as you can see, as with the Star Wars, there are no figures for sale this year. So obviously Action Force was, well then again, wasn't it transitioning more to the G.I. Joe by this point? I remember that I was buying Action Force in '84 because that's when I'd stopped doing Star Wars, so who knows. Robotics, never had those, but was quite intrigued by them. Looks interesting. Bit of superhero stuff here. Convertors, I do not recall them at all, but this looks like, over here we got some GoBots. A Robo machine, interesting. Intriguing indeed. I'm trying to think. I know that Transformers, which we're now looking at, hit America in '84. I'm trying to remember if it was '84 or '85 they first came out in the UK, because as you can see they still have some first wave Transformers listed, and this was the Christmas '85 catalogue. So there's Megatron, Optimus Prime, which of course I've mentioned this before, that I've so wanted Optimus Prime for Christmas this year and couldn't get it. Ended up getting Jetfire, which in hindsight probably a much better toy. And there's the jump starters that I also had, which were not quite so much fun to play with. Again, down here more first wave Sunstreaker, Prowl, and of course Soundwave. But there's the Wave 2 jets and Dinobots. Interesting. I'm wondering if the UK was a year behind then. Of course, we got the girls stuff. I don't know, Care Bears and whatnot. Cabbage Patch Kids, Barbie. I wonder if they still had Cindy dolls at this point in time. I don't know. Infant stuff, bit of outdoor stuff. A knockoff burner. What's that? Harrier. I don't remember that brand at all. The go-karts, they were always fun to play with. Wow, that's it. So, not really the best of catalogues, to be honest. So those were the toys of 1985, and I've got to say it's a little bit disappointing, obviously, with things like Star Wars and Action Force not doing so well. However, Transformers and Masters of the Universe were very much in vogue, it appears, so all wasn't lost. So I hope you enjoyed that look back in time there. So thank you for watching, with extra special thanks going out to the patrons. Please like, please subscribe, and as always, stay tuned for more videos from All Things 80s.